Alrighty, so we did say in the Q&A that I could not bring myself to choose a top 10, top 5, top anything set of wrestlers, but today I'm checking out a watchmojo video that says they've chosen the top 20 greatest WWE wrestlers of all time. I can be out here and judge someone else's top list without making one of my own, but shut up, I make the rules here. If you'd like to react to content with us live on Twitch, you can click the bottom link in the description. If you want to check out the original upload with the content, go ahead and click the top link in the description. I ain't gotta tell you all that. Young ones, get the hell out of here. Our react uses strong language, and I do not want to be responsible for you hearing me say such words. Listen to me being responsible by trying not to be responsible, right? Other YouTubers won't do that. Anyway, let's get right into the video.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the GOATs of the WWE. Number 20, Seth Rollins. This former member of The Shield is nothing if not versatile. Seth Rollins' offense balances impressive high-flying acumen with a believable toughness in the ring. This varied ring knowledge has benefited Rollins as a heel and face, although if we're being honest, we love to hate the guy. It speaks to one Colby Daniel Lopez's ability to get real heel heat, despite displaying every notable talent in the ring. Seth Rollins' ever-evolving character work is also great, as evidenced by his current freaking persona as a weirded out drip fashion plate. Number 19.
So Seth Rollins as number 20, like of all time? Of all time? I'm gonna be on my Dora the Explorer shit this whole video. How do you feel about Seth Rollins being number 20 of all time? I think that too. Seth Rollins is pretty fucking amazing and reliable. There was a period of time where I fucking hated Seth Rollins because he kept hurting everybody. It was like Finn Balor and then Sting back to back, and I was like, dude, what is going on with this man in the ring? How is the buckle bomb just doing this? How is the buckle bomb hurting more people than the fucking curb stop? How? I was so annoyed about that.
Mick Foley. Mrs. Foley's baby boy has transcended generations to enjoy a place as one of the best to ever do it. We admit that we're particularly partial to Foley's Cactus Jack persona that he cultivated during the late 80s and into the 90s. It was here where the man's reputation as a hardcore wrestling legend was secured. But wait, Mick Foley wasn't finished. He also took two of the deadliest bumps ever seen in the business and was able to consistently reinvent his pro wrestling persona. Mankind, Cactus Jack, Dude Love, take your pick. They're all faces of Foley, a wrestling icon that, in giving his all, became a legend. Number 18.
Okay, so we're stopping at Triple H here. Mick Foley at number 19. Mick put his body on a line at a time where it was kind of crazy to see these fucking stunts being done. Especially in the WWE space. What the fuck? My man's was definitely wilding out there though. Even if he wasn't the most technical wrestler, he definitely embodied that stuntman part of the marriage, right? Because for me, wrestling is definitely storytelling and stunts at the same time. So my man's was definitely in there with the fucking stuntman. Definitely lost a part of his lost a part of his ear in the ring. Oh no. Now moving on to Triple H is number 18. 19 is insulting. Yeah, I wonder how you guys watching this video after feel about this, because I want to hear your takes about it too. Trust me, I'm definitely Dora the Exploring. If Eddie Guerrero is not on this list anywhere, I'm stabbing someone at Watch Mojo. That's all I care about. Yeah, that's how me my goat ate up here.
Triple H. It was one of the loudest pops in WWE history. That 2002 return from the injury for Hunter
pop
Hearst
was very
Helmsley
loud.
on Monday Night Raw. Not too shabby for a wrestler who predominantly played heel, yet whose dedication to the business was respected by just about everyone. It's true that the cerebral assassin did primarily work his best magic within an antagonistic headspace. Triple H was able to be both physically intimidating and mentally
Austin's
dominant,
gonna be on
a
here too.
master manipulator and heel strategist. He may currently lead behind the
Yeah, look at
scenes,
the
but
game,
many
Dick, bro.
fans will never forget how Triple H ruled the locker room back in the day. Number
Cerebral assassin
17,
cock,
CM
man.
Punk, the prodigal son.
This is a surprise to me. I thought they would put CM Punk way higher based on how people react to him. I thought they would put him way higher, actually. Interesting. 17, CM Punk. How we feeling about that? Probably one of the sickest promo artists of all time, just from whining. My man's definitely hit the lines off people, but undeniable crowd reactions, man. This fit said there's a storyline. Also, John got the shit slapped up at him. That's not a face you can just make. He got hit. He really got hit.
Returned to the WWE in 2023 in a move that you either saw coming a mile away or never guessed in a million years. His feud with Drew McIntyre was particularly spectacular, proving that Punk could indeed still roll with the big boys. His promo skills, meanwhile, are as sharp as ever, and Punk has also largely retained his rabidly loyal fanbase. What can we say? He's certainly Hall of Fame material, and will probably always be tethered to those moments when professional wrestling stops feeling scripted and starts feeling real. Number 16, Cody Rhodes. Sometimes you need to bet on yourself in order to prove your worth to others.
Okay, so Cody being here at 16. I'm wondering if they're going to do like 10 modern or like 10 more recent wrestlers and like 10 classic ones. But we did see Mankind on here, right? So they're not completely ignoring the past. I mean, Cody's a big deal. Undeniably a big deal. If I follow the history correctly, because I wasn't watching at the time, he was one of like the main guys to go with AEW, right? I don't know what the reception is about Cody, like after the whole story thing. So I really have not been like keeping track of like what Cody Rhodes is up to. Like from what I remember, when I was like really watching, Cody was a dude who was still wearing like the tights, the shorts, and he was doing that dashing kick or whatever. He had like brown hair. Then he popped back up in like the Stardust thing, and I was like, this guy sucks. That's when I was watching, and Cody was like just, on the roster. Cody over Punk. Mike, I'm telling you, you gotta go one-on-one with the best in the world. We've got it set up for you to be able to do it. Oh, I like Cody's in-ring work though. He's not afraid to go in there and he has the bleached hair, man. So the blood is crazy. I did hear that he hated Stardust and he did not want Stardust mentioned again. That's like a term for coming back to WWE, right? Rightfully so.
Cody Rhodes made history when he departed the comparative safety of a WWE paycheck to co-found AEW in 2019. He made himself a mega star in the process, proving that this grandson of a plumber could make it as a main event single star. He returned to the WWE a conquering hero, somebody who could represent the company while also proving himself in the ring day in and day out. He also plays a proper babyface, with just enough throwback nostalgia to connect wrestling's past to its future. Number 15, Randy Orton. There's no telling when.
Oh my God, how could I forget Randy? I'm so mad. I didn't even consider him for like this top list. Randy has to be here though, right? Randy has to be somewhere on this list. Yeah, this motherfucker's been consistent for years, dude. Yeah, Randy is safe anywhere on this list. Top 20 of all time, Randy ought to be there. Got to.
And the Viper Randy Orton is going to strike. He may be winding down his career somewhat in the modern day, but this generational talent has certainly done his father and grandfather proud. There's no shadow whatsoever to block out Randy Orton's talent as a WWE superstar. He looks great, works well in the ring, can cut promos, and possesses one of the finest finishes in the business. Randy Orton is another wrestler who tends to work best as a heel, but we'd be lying if we didn't cop to being fond of his RK Bro partnership with Matt Riddle. He's kind of like the ultimate creator wrestler in a video game with maxed out stats. In other words, he's the real deal. Number 14, Rowdy Roddy Piper. Professional wrestling isn't always a world of legitimate tough guys, but Rowdy Roddy Piper just has to be one of the coolest outliers. He helped redefine the prototypical unhinged heel with a charisma that was equally undeniable. Piper could be loathed or loved, but he always delivered in the ring with a rough and tumble style.
You see how it's so hard for me to pick a top anything, because just going through these pictures, I'm being reminded like, oh shit, Bret Hart. Oh shit, where would they put Andre the Giant? Oh shit, where would they put Hulk Hogan? Like, these are people that are definitely supposed to be someone on a list like this. I can't do it. All I'm saying is if Eddie Guerrero isn't on this list, I'm fucking a Watch Mojo employee up. That's all I'm saying.
Hot Rod's innate toughness also translated into the world of movies, with flicks like They Live and Hell Comes to Frogtown serving as great examples of Piper's versatility as an entertainer. Rowdy Roddy Piper may have dominated the rock and wrestling era of the 1980s, but his legacy within the industry will live on forever. Number 13, Chris Jericho. Some professional wrestlers are keen to ride a single gimmick throughout their whole career. Then there's goats like Chris Jericho that have consistently reinvented themselves over the years, often to wondrous effect. It's not just gimmicks or clothing that's changed with Jericho, however, but often his moveset as well. This legend has incorporated everything from strikes and submission holds to inventive, high-flying offense over the years. Chris Jericho has remained relevant through it all, however, from his WWE tenure to his current stint in AEW. Here's hoping that the Ayatollah of Rock and Roller will close out his career with the respect he deserves. Number 12, Roman Reigns. Sure, it may have taken a while.
Roman, I feel like he fucking clawed his way for a long time with a lot of shit being thrown at him, and then there was a run. He was like a set of years where bro had to like carry the shit on his back. That's just what I see from the outside. By the time the tribal chief shit was happening, I definitely wasn't watching anymore. But yeah, as far as like tenure and shit goes, I can see an argument for like Randy definitely being like a bit higher than this. But Roman, undeniable though, undeniable. Like, suffering succotash, yo, somebody definitely saved me from having like a fucking meltdown, because I was like, I swear, this guy used to have blue eyes. He used to have blue eyes and a gap in his teeth, and someone was like, oh yeah, he had to wear contacts. I was like, thank you, I thought I imagined that. Well, what the fuck was that?
But the Roman Reigns experiment is officially complete. Fans soundly trounced the babyface version of this former Shield enforcer back during the 2010s. Yet all it took was a vicious heel turn and one epic run as the head of the table to turn that all around. Now this original tribal chief is cheered on his own merits, while also existing as a solid gold pro wrestling.
Bro, I remember that Royal Rumble where he won and they sent The Rock out. And he was still getting booed out of the fucking building, and I was like, oh, this hurts. This fucking hurts. Oh, this is not how I wanted this to go for my guy. And I was always behind Roman because I was like, yo, he's the guy. He's got it. But seeing heel Roman was like, oh, this is what he's been missing this whole time. Let him fucking work this way. Please. Yeah. Yeah. There's a timeline where that shit never happened, bro. Yeah, even The Rock was like, goddamn, This shit weird. Y'all can't boo me on the rock. Well, nah, bro. That was the moment. That's where it flipped for you. Fucking event horizon right there. Yo, when the fucking that reveal when Roman is sitting with Paul Heyman, oh, that definitely had me buzzing. That was probably the moment that I marked out to the most uh before the John Cena heel turn. Cause I was like, wait, they giving Roman a heel mouthpiece? But then I would come back and there would just be these Roman promos where he's talking his shit. I'm like, wait, he's on the mic? And then we had that proving moment where he got the fucking, where he got to have the 1v1, the 1v1 promo battle with John again after getting completely embarrassed in the first one. And I was like, oh yeah, this I can get behind a little bit. Let me get off Roman's nuts. Let me stop glazing. Anyway, there's more to this list.
Attraction. Roman Reigns' wrestling talent was never in question, but that heel run allowed for a character to emerge and for captivating storytelling to take hold. And today, well, Roman Reigns is basically untouchable, and we acknowledge him. Number 11.
They need to make that like a fucking Jumpman symbol. My boy Kurt had to be on this list. Had to be on this list. Come on. Come, he had to be somewhere on here. If it was protecting us from him.
Kurt Angle. It's almost criminal how quickly this Olympic champion took to professional wrestling. Kurt Angle's natural athleticism was certainly working in his favor back when he debuted in the WWE in 1998. We all know that physicality is only part of the formula for pro wrestling success. You also need to entertain, and Kurt Angle learned how to do that in shockingly quick fashion. As a result, he was pretty much perfect, a physically threatening ringer that could play heel or face with convincing ease. Angle was funny when he needed to be funny and absolutely vicious, seemingly out of nowhere. Oh, and he definitely did not suck. Number 10, Randy Macho Man Savage. The Macho Man's intense promos were one of a kind, and his matches with the likes of Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, the stuff of pro wrestling legend. Savage shined during an era of giant performers and slow, lumbering matches, bringing to WWE his accelerated work rate, infectious charisma, and a character which could work gangbusters as both a babyface and a heel. The Macho Man was truly one of the greats. Number 9, John Cena. Sure, Big Match John has been accused of burying up-and-coming young talent numerous times over the course of his illustrious career, but that doesn't take anything away from the natural magnetic energy of Cena as a performer. John's early career signified the dawn of WWE's ruthless aggression era during the early and mid-2000s, where Cena earned his stripes as a promising rookie saddled with an awkward but fun gimmick. As the rapping Doctor of Thugonomics, Cena put on good matches while honing his craft, working up the ranks to eventually become the WWE's most recognized star. Today, he's used that star power for good, doing charity work for the Make-A-Wish Foundation, while remaining a future WWE Hall of Famer. Number 8, Daniel Bryan. Whether you know him as Bryan Danielson or the American Dragon, there's no denying that Daniel Bryan made his initial mark within the pro wrestling indie circuits. Bryan was already an underground star before jumping to WWE, but it wasn't a foregone conclusion that he would enjoy the same success in the big leagues. It took years of poor booking and forcing backstage hands for Bryan to emerge as one of the company's biggest stars, thanks mainly to their desire to keep him down in the mid-card. The Yes movement couldn't be stopped, however.
Oh, we forgot about Undertaker too, by the way. As soon as you said purely WWE, I'm like, oh yeah, Undertaker's gotta be somewhere. It's like Undertaker's gotta be somewhere out here. Now, I wonder what a pure WWE list would look like, right? Because Jericho would be taken off since he's not like with us anymore, and Bryan too, right? Technically. They AEW'd up. Not the Kofi vibes.
Daniel Bryan has since managed to overcome injury and destiny to become a multi-time WWE World Heavyweight Champion. Number 7, Eddie Guerrero.
My guy. There we go. There we go. That's my guy. I love to see him. Anytime I see him, I love to see him. That's my guy. Yeah. Top 10. Top 10. Then he's not 10. That's my guy.
What more can we say about Latino Heat himself, Eddie Guerrero? The much-missed superstar has proven to be an influence upon countless performers in the years since his passing, with young talent around the world studying Guerrero's incredible career. He came from a wrestling family and cut his teeth performing in Mexico, as well as with ECW and World Championship Wrestling. Eddie was already a star from that promotion's cruiserweight division, and he managed to use this momentum into a transition with friends Dean Malenko, Perry Saturn, and Chris Benoit over to WWE. Furthermore, Guerrero was able to overcome personal demons with a triumphant WWE Championship win over Brock Lesnar at No Way Out in 2004, cementing his career in front of the entire world. Number 6, Ric Flair. There are many wrestling fans out there who will argue that Ric Flair is the greatest of all time, and they're not wrong. It should be said, however, that Flair didn't need the WWE to make him a star, because he was already styling and profiling in the AWA and NWA long before he made his WWE debut in 1991. That doesn't mean that Flair didn't have some amazing matches during his time in the company, however, such as the time he won the 1992 Royal Rumble after debuting at number 3, or his association with the Evolution stable. Plus, his iconic retirement match with Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania 24 in 2008 was a true classic, a must-see for anyone interested in the pathos of pro wrestling as a legitimate art form. Number 5, The Undertaker. Out of all the wrestlers on this list, there's just one who truly seems to personify WWE as a brand. Mark Calloway, aka The Undertaker, has managed to reinvent himself numerous times, while remaining a homegrown WWE stalwart and a locker room leader. The Undertaker has evolved from a mystical monster heel into a conquering dark babyface, from a demonic cult leader to a badass biker, all the while capturing the imaginations of the WWE Universe for generations. The Dead Man has delivered countless classics with the likes of Triple H, Shawn Michaels, and Mankind, the latter of which made world headlines after Taker infamously tossed him off a cage during Hell in a Cell 98.
Undertaker is one of those crazy cases where the shit should not have worked as long as it did. It is crazy that he was able to even twist The Undertaker into the American Badass and then back. Not a lot of people would survive such a drastic shift like that. Nah, they would have booed the motherfuckers out the building. They would have chanted the motherfuckers out the building. The what chants would have been just fucking homicide.
Often imitated but never duplicated, there will only be one Undertaker. Number 4, Bret the Hitman Hart. The excellence of execution had wrestling in his blood, with the Hart family siring a multi-generational brood of professionals and performers in the industry. His quick and technical style helped define the WWE's new generation era, where the big and burly performers of old were being replaced by a younger and more fast-paced breed of performer. The Hitman always delivered the goods, whether as a tag team with brother-in-law Jim the Anvil Neidhart, to his single success as both Intercontinental and WWE Heavyweight Champion. Body slams and clotheslines may have defined the business in the 1980s, but Bret Hart helped mark professional wrestling as a technical exercise with real athleticism and charisma. Number 3, The Rock. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is an
Do you think for a greatest WWE only wrestler of all time list, number 3 is fair for The Rock? I will actually chime in and say I can give this to The Rock. I can give this to The Rock. Number 3 all time greatest for me, from what I know, I will be comfortable with giving this to The Rock, at least. I could do that. I would feel weird putting him like way lower on the list. I would feel weird putting him like as number one. The only person I could see being higher than him for real would be Stone Cold Steve Austin, yeah. I think if Austin does not beat The Rock here, but also where the fuck is Shaw? Where is Shaw? Where is Mr. WrestleMania? Where is Mr. WrestleMania? Where is he at?
International name today, but it was with WWE where the former Rocky Maivia honed all of the talents which would make him a certifiable superstar. The Rock made an art form out of the pro wrestling promo, where a performer delivers a monologue to further the storyline of their character. Johnson could talk and ad-lib with the best of them, and this enabled his character to mature from a generic babyface to the most electrifying man in sports entertainment. Was Rocky a great technical wrestler? No, but he delivered where and when it counted, and transcended his industry to become a worldwide icon. Number 2, Shawn Michaels. Just as The Rock was a genius at delivering promos.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah. If Shawn never came back for the Saudi money, if he never came back for the crown jewel shit, yeah, Shawn had like an amazing bookend. Austin has got to be number one. If they put like Hulk Hogan at number one, oh, and no mention of Stone Cold, oh no. I'm sending everybody who has watched this video up until this point to watch Mojo attack. Attack.
So too was Michael Shawn Hickenbottom, aka Shawn Michaels, adept at another one of the pro wrestling basics, selling. The term basically just means to sell your opponent's offense in order to achieve the proper level of drama and physicality for the match. Shawn Michaels could sell a car with no wheels to your local auto dealership without batting an eye, so innate was his skill as a performer. Sure, Shawn's reputation as a backstage politician is legendary, but no one's perfect, and the man has delivered so many 5-star matches over the years that it's easy to forget any of the negatives. The Heartbreak Kid is a true WWE legend. Number 1, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
All right, watchmojo, you know better. You knew better, dog. Okay, I'll let y'all have this one. Okay, that was scary. I think I'll let you on that one, November. I think they chose a perfect top 5. You can rearrange them or rotate them around, however, but I think that top 5 is good. I think the top 5 is really, really good. You don't like Daniel Bryan, Max?
Damn. He was for many the performer who personified WWE's lucrative Attitude Era, a period where the business was as violent, crude, and adult-oriented as television would allow. Stone Cold Steve Austin had audiences eating from the palm of his hand from the moment where that iconic shattering glass sound hit and his music filled the arena. Austin was an accomplished and believable badass on the mic and an underrated performer in the ring, selling his opponent's offense while delivering his classic Stone Cold Stunner finisher to pop crowds around the world. If there's any one WWE performer who can be labeled as genre-defining, it might just be Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Who's your Hall of Fame ballot pick? Let us know.
All right. So, very interesting choices here, and I think there were a lot of questions / like caveats we would like to see. So I'm gonna ask you if you made it this far in the video, right? If you had to rearrange or just work with the 20 that they gave us, how would you rearrange that list, right? And then I'm going to ask you if you could set up your own top 10 of the wrestlers, or top 10 WWE wrestlers in general, period. Your top 10, what would that look like? You can do that in the comments for me, because like I said, I can only I can only smile if Eddie Guerrero is in the top 10. And if he's not, you and I are diametrically opposed. We will clash. We will clash. We are not the same. My top 5, Dyla, and Dyla. He's insane in ring, and he can be heel and face. If you guys would like to join the flock of crows here on Twitch, like I said it, you know where to find that link. if you want to support Watch Mojo, I don't think Watch Mojo does a lot of wrestling videos, but I mean, if you want to support Watch Mojo in their list, where they almost put Hulk Hogan, I'm putting words in their mouth. They didn't almost do that. Also, Brock Lesnar was not on this list. We just avoiding controversy, huh? Brock Lesnar was nowhere to be found on this list. What the fuck, bro? Anyway, yeah, you can go to that top link. At Patreon with bonus content that you guys won't see on the YouTube that has that content there for free. So go ahead and click that. You can click that. You can do that. Go ahead. Don't worry. It's not going to bite you. There's free content. I'm not lying to you. I'm not lying. Go ahead. Want to watch a movie with me? It's on Patreon. He said, you know why you're not on the list. We're not. You do be shitting and pissing on bitches, I think, right? Is that I can't let me not get sued. I don't know. Allegedly, someone's in there shitting and pissing on bitches. It might be Brock Lesnar. Future me, please cut this out. I don't want Brock Lesnar to come after me.